Hi everyone, welcome back. This is a quiet morning with the clouds drifting above my little home on the wheels, and inside I'm sewing and watching Ukrainian cartoons. They remind me of my childhood and the culture I was raised in. The stories like this teach kindness, respect for nature, and the belief that goodness is alive and powerful, and that spreading light is something we are meant to carry into the world.
Творімо разом ти і я.
If you remember, I started this project back in the fall. Back then, I couldn't finish it because most of my energy went into staying safe, staying warm, and taking care of more urgent things just to get by. But this idea, it never left me. It wanted to come to life. Now, in the winter, I'm back to it. Slowly, piece by piece, I'm creating again. And each step feels meaningful, and I can actually see the idea becoming real. I think finishing something like this, it's more than just completing an object. It shows who you are, your character, and it proves that you kept going, even when days were cold, uncertain, or full of challenges. And now it's done, hanging on the door, complete. A little signature of my heart and soul, something I was given from above, and it fits my unique style. It feels joyful. I feel also grateful that I could bring it out into the world and discover new ideas. To me, creativity is more than making things. It's like a GPS, a kind of guidance for how to walk through life. Now that the weather allows me to be more outside, I'm going back to also working on adding more insulation to my camper. Because I believe strongly that every bit of extra insulation can make a difference to help me survive in the cold. So what I'm doing here is I collect heavy-duty cardboard boxes, then I cover them with 6mm polyplastic, and on the top of that, reflective foil. It is a very time-consuming, but I guess you just have to keep trying, do what you can, and believe in your own power. Here inside my camper, I am focusing on the coldest area where I sleep because this spot can get up to 15 degrees colder than the rest of the camper, and the propane heat doesn't spread evenly to all the rooms. When the wind blows in the mountains, the cold air sneaks through the walls and ceiling so easily into the camper. So I believe doing this kind of insulation helps to keep the sleeping area just a little bit warmer and makes it much more comfortable to rest. And finally, now it's time to clean the wood stove. I actually had to buy the chimney cleaning kit twice. I ordered the first one in November, and by the time this video was filmed in mid-January, it still hadn't arrived. I will share more about that experience later in the video so you know how to protect yourself from scammers when ordering online. And since I never received my order from the so-called iTool Max, I made another purchase from a different company, and that one arrived within just a few days. That's why I needed help. Somebody hold the bed. Since we cannot find anyone. Oh, I should put the tape. I have to learn as I go. Let's rub the tape. Let's try again. Nemo, it looks like it's working. The smoke goes straight into the chimney. We'll survive. Woohoo! I'm so glad I did it for the first time by myself. Yeah! Power to mountain woman. Oh. So I want to share with you a quick warning about my experience with the company called iTool Max. I ordered from them a chimney cleaning kit, and they gave me two different tracking numbers. And one tracking number, according to the post office, they said only label was created but the item never left the country, and the other one was delivered but it was delivered to the wrong address. However, on the package it had my name, so they provided to the post office with the wrong address. And according to all of this information, I provided the iTool Max with a proof and documentation from the post office. However, they still refused to refund me money, and instead offered me 20 to 30% off on a future product if I decide to buy from their website, which I think is absolutely ridiculous and very unprofessional. And also they asked me to go door to door in my town and ask everyone who got my package. And for a minute I thought, are they joking? Apparently not. So this is what I want to share with you, what you can end up dealing with if you order from a company like iTool Max. And if you check their reviews on Google, Better Business Bureau, or any other sites, you will see a lot of negative feedback about iTool Max. So also always make sure the company has a real phone number where you can actually call and physically speak with someone and ask the questions. And if they don't, they just expect you to write to them, then it's a red flag. So I just want to share this with you so you can be safe in the future and make a smart decision who you buy from. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.